Good evening, everyone in SFL Nation. Welcome to San Diego, California. We are not that far away from SeaWorld. Might go see Shamu here after this, but I'm hoping for a whale of a game. That was a terrible joke. Tonight here in San Diego as the Mavericks are going to be hosting the Vancouver Legion. Good evening, everyone. Chad Rowland is your play-by-play commentator, and finally, after a few weeks, I begged the broadcast team to get him back in here with me. Mr. Eddie Gage, my co-host of the Streets Are Talking. What's up, my man? How you doing tonight?
SFL Nation, what up, dude? Friday night lights out here in San Diego. The weather is beautiful. The women wearing skirts. Beautiful time out here, but even more wonderful than that, this game, Chad. We got two great teams out whose offenses are rolling. In my opinion, it's going to come down to the defense. I'm looking forward to seeing potentially the offense is getting that running game going to try to take advantage of the poor run defense of the opposing teams. I'm not sure it's going to play out that way, but we shall see.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to, obviously, with Vancouver's passing offense taking on San Diego's pass defense. Vancouver being 9th in the pass, while San Diego is 8th in the pass defense. Let's see if they can hold off Brett Killian, Chris Curtis and company. As tonight you see San Diego in their breast cancer awareness uniforms. Nice. And those are looking really sharp as well. Vancouver in their white away uniforms. And San Diego will be teeing this ball off momentarily. And Eddie, I got to tell you, like you said, this is going to be one heck of a game tonight here at Gold Star Memorial Field at Trick Jersey Stadium.
We're going to discuss the game plans by both teams, what they said pregame coming up here too, Chad, as this game goes along.
And that is going to be taken from about the 4-yard line. He's going to get past the 25 and tries to barrel his way through, and he does get to the 30, where that is going to bring out the 6th season veteran in his 3rd season here at Vancouver, the quarterback, number 4, Christian Brown.
Talking to head coach Andy Hamilton pregame, he's very enamored by this team, this San Diego team. They're very deep on both sides of the ball. And to counter that, they want to get back to what they did the first few weeks of the season offensively to try to get this offense going.
Yeah, but we're going to get a good look at this right here. Logan Lee, the big-time rookie in the backfield. And it's going to be 1st and 10, I-twin set formation here to start the ball game. From the 30-yard line, Brown's going to drop back for the first pass. Hits Logan Lee on that screen, but the defense right there able to make a play. Gang tackle there led by Tanner Hendricks.
Cover 2 defense, you're going to need to stretch these corners if you want to try to dish this ball out to these tailbacks out of the backfield.
2nd and 10. Here it looks like San Diego might be trying to bring the blitz here on this offset twin package. As Brown is going to drop back. The pressure gets to him, and down he goes. That's Cam Frosby right there with the first sack of the night.
And you called it out, Chad, pre-snap. Number 92 outside linebacker Jeff Gagne was showing blitz, but at the snap of the ball, he dropped out into the flat, confused Christian Brown a bit. He ate the sack.
I mean, I'm not as good looking as Cam. I don't think he can call me that. Right?
That's a stretch.
So, that's a stretch. 3rd and 14, 5 wide set here. Short drop by Brown. Pressure coming back from the backside. And what a throw and what a catch under pressure there for the first down for Vancouver.
Wow. 3rd and long. You got to find a way to get your defense off the field. But the offensive line holds up very well, allows Christian Brown the time he needs to find his receiver, Zoro Lunar, downfield.
Yep, Lunar, the 73rd overall pick in this past draft. So showing that them late round additions can make an impact early. And he hit Zoro Lunar with the first catch of the night, as this can be 1st and 10, I spread formation, as you are going to see a man go in motion. That is Brett Killian, one of the top wide receivers in the SFL. Top two, as Brown drops short back, and that's going to be looking. Oh, man, I thought Tanner Hendricks going to jump that route and get that pick, Eddie, but great play there by the defense.
Yes, and we talked about it on first down. San Diego is playing the sticks very tightly and not giving these receivers free release downfield.
2nd and 10 here for Vancouver. As Christian Brown so far, 2 of 3 passes have been completed. Offset I. As the defense may be trying to bring some pressure. Brown drops back. Plenty of time. Throws it in the middle of the field.
Picked off.
Intercepted. What a big play there by Bob Funk to take it away, and that's going to be a 1st down for San Diego.
1st down for San Diego. Going to set them up around midfield. They came out very aggressive, Chad, defending the flats, and now here they are defending the deep ball, and Bob Funk gets their defense off the field.
And that is going to bring out the San Diego offense led by the 8-season veteran, his first season here in San Diego, a 3-time All-Star, and the man who sneezes more than anybody I know on a trip to Houston, that is Johnny Pickler. As it is going to be 1st and 10. He sneezed quite a bit, man. 1st and 10 from the 34, hoping to make this pay. As it is going to be Pickler dropping back for his first pass of the night. And that is going to be over the middle, and that's going to be to his tight end. That's Benji Matson for the first down.
And here we see the game plan for San Diego to spread this defense out. They come out in the base set, line up with bunches to the quarterback's left side, spread the defense out. You got linebackers playing a 4-3 defense and just getting a free release for these receivers downfield.
Yeah, that's going to be 1st and 10. I mean, the first play of the game being a first down, I mean, that's a huge start there for San Diego's offense. 3 wide receivers at the top of the screen, as it is going to be a draw play up the middle. That is McWaffle. He's going to get past the first tackle, but not the second, as he's going to get a gain of 7.
Back-to-back plays that come out and stress the defense out. This time they run right out the gut.
Yeah, great run there indeed by McWaffle. As it's going to be 2nd and 3 here in a split-back formation, what it seems to be.
That was only McWaffle's 131st carry of the season, 25th in the league.
We'll dive more into that here momentarily, as that's going to be a dive up the middle. And that looks like it's Mateo Provado, the fullback, with his first carry tonight. And let's go through this offense, as Johnny Pickler is the quarterback, Hunter McWaffle and Studo Nakai are your running backs, Rob Noel and Mateo Provado the fullback. Dave Axis, Eagle Mondavi, B. Robo, and Lily Nakai are your wide receivers. Benji Matson and Adam Williams are your tight ends. Jacob Reed, Brunter Graham, Chris Back, and Anthony Anderson are your offensive linemen, as that's going to be a handoff once again. That's time to McWaffle for a dive up the middle to get the first down.
They're getting McWaffle involved a bit here early than they were accustomed to see him so far, Chad.
Yeah, and we talked about this before the game, Eddie, was that I think McWaffle needs to get going for San Diego to win this ball game, and so far it's looking like that's the plan. As it is going to be 1st and 10. Pickler drops back. He's going to find McWaffle in the screen game. That does not work, as that is blown up by the defense.
This time it's Vancouver's turn to play the flats shallow with those cornerbacks. Loss of about a half a yard there, Chad.
Yep, that was Emmanuel Blackman, 6th-season veteran, a 1-time All-Star back in season 18 for the London Knights, as you're going to see the bunch set once again.
Vancouver has to be really careful in this 4-4 defense right here, Chad.
As he did call an audible, he's going to roll out to his left. Pickler's going to throw it down the sideline, and that is going to be caught. That is Dave Axis there, actually B. Robo. But where it's a flag on the play, let's see what the call is.
Roughing the passer.
Looks like to be pass interference.
Oh.
It is indeed pass interference that was called on Emmanuel Black.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but I did see Johnny look like he was about to take a hit right as he was reaching the ball, but instead it's pass interference. But yeah, shout out to this coaching staff, Mike O'Neill and company, continue to spread this defense out.
1st and 10, offset I here for the Mavericks. As Pickler drops back once again. He's looking, he's got to throw down the middle, and that is caught right there just before the 5-yard line. That is Robo once again.
Talking to Mike O'Neill pregame, Chad, he said they had a great week of practice and they had a funny feeling they were going to get good productivity out of their receivers, and they plan on getting 7 to 8 players involved, getting them all touches tonight so far.
Yeah, interesting idea here to be attacking this defense. I mean, obviously with Emmanuel Blackman, Michael Lister, Zach Lay, and Will Stern at the corner position, that's a decent little cornerback room that Vancouver has. But it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6. That's going to be a handoff to McWaffle, and he's going to be stopped right there, and that's DJ Woods, the 23rd overall selection, with the tackle.
That time, Vancouver's defense guessed right. They sent the Mike linebacker on a blitz up the A-gap, stuffing that hole, leaving a running back nowhere to go.
2nd and goal here, as we're going to see what San Diego's offense is able to do. They're about at the 4.5-yard line, 3.5-yard line, I should say, as it's going to be a heavy split-back formation. It is going to be a run. They're going to go to Provado,
touchdown.
Up the middle, and touchdown, San Diego.
Touchdown, San Diego, turning turnovers into points. They got the possession and methodically worked the way downfield, striking when they needed to. Provado strikes first for this offense for San Diego. They're looking to turn this into a 7-point lead here early on.
And that was a great drive, opening drive there for San Diego to make that turnover pay. And one of the key things about that drive as well, Eddie, was Johnny Pickler doing something that he hasn't really been doing very well all season. His completion percentage was 100%. Usually, and during the season, it's been averaging 54.2%, which is 26, Eddie. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It ain't good.
It ain't good. It ain't great, but it ain't good either. So the kick is up and good. So San Diego, with the extra points, going to go up 7-0 here on that turnover from Vancouver.
7-0 here early on. San Diego had 2 weeks prepared for Vancouver. They were on a bye last week, and so far the game plan is working out to perfection.
If you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. And get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button to begin your career, or just meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It is never too late to get involved, as Christian Brown is going to come back out after throwing that interception to Bob Funk.
Christian Brown has to have a short memory, Chad. Put it all behind him. Try to stick to the game plan and do what got sent Vancouver's offense so proficient this season.
And going to this offense, Christian Brown is the quarterback. Logan Lee and Robert Redford are your running backs. Sawyer Stearns the fullback. Chris Sunseri, Brett Killian, Timothy Mossam King, Zoro Lunar, and Chris Curtis are your wide receivers. Abad Ruiz II and Stephen McMichaels are your tight ends. Mike Coverson, Perrin Navarro, Michael Percoco, and Mike Newtones is the offensive line. As that is tipped away, and Bob once again with that is 2 picks here in the first quarter.
Not only has San Diego scouted Vancouver's defense throughout this 2 weeks, Chad, but the offense as well. Vancouver loves to come out in trips tight. They've done it several times this season, and apparently San Diego's done their homework as they found a way to get their defense off the field yet again via the turnover.
Yeah, and just sitting right there in the middle of that defense, just waiting for Christian Brown to make mistakes. That is indeed what he's doing there. Excellent coaching there by the defense, as that is going to bring out Pickler here once again, who has been lights out efficient in the first 4 passes, as you're going to see the 3 wide set once again at the top with the wide receiver at the bottom.
4-4 defense again.
The 4-4 coming out. Pickler's going to throw, and that is going to be caught. That is the tight end Benji Matson there for the first down and more to the 25.
San Diego has come out with 4 eligible receivers plus a back in the backfield, and Vancouver continues to blitz out of this 4-4 defense. Should their offensive line continue to hold up, Johnny Pickler's going to pick this defense apart.
Yep, and that is one guy that if you just give him enough time back there and just let him dissect your defense, that is one guy you don't want to do that, is Johnny Pickler. Seen it far too many times in his career, as that is going to bring up 1st and 10. Here from the 25-yard line, 4 wide set here with McWaffle in the back. As you might see some pressure coming from Vancouver, and a quick throw to the outside. Look at this. Provado open on the sideline, inside the 5, down to the 4, and Eddie, nobody picked him up.
No one picked him up. And when they lined up pre-snap, I was looking around like, what is going on here? And sure enough, Johnny Pickler saw him. And as soon as he snapped the ball was off and out of his hands to his fullback downfield. You was just hoping, if you're a San Diego fan, that the fullback catches it.
Yeah, and what a great play call there by the offense. Vancouver not ready to see Mateo Provado up there, as that is going to be 1st and goal again, this time from the 2, as you are going to see that heavy split back formation. Last time they went to Provado, let's see if they give it to him since he was so close to the end zone. As Pickler taking his time, as that is going to be a handoff once again to Provado. And guess what? That's another touchdown for the fullback. San Diego going up quick.
He got him down there, Chad. Why not let him score the touchdown? He did the job for you in that last reception that he brought in for about 20, 25 yards. Why not feed the big man his 2nd touchdown of the day?
I mean, why not, right? I mean, he definitely did it for sure. And that was a fantastic, just fantastic drive once again. Another turnover, Eddie, and they were able to turn it into points. That is how you beat football teams here in the SFL, as Cliff Allen's going to come out. Kick is up and good. And so that makes it 14-0 here in this first quarter. And for all league website or all league highlights, photo galleries, major and minor league stats, and leaderboards, community content, and so much more, check out the league's website at simulationfl.net, presented by Football Shift. Stay up to date and explore our past, present, and future. And Eddie, I gotta ask you. I mean, put your coach's cap on. I mean, your quarterback's thrown 2 picks here in the first quarter. What are you doing differently on this drive?
Try to get your running game involved, like I talked about pregame, Chad. I mean, both teams struggle against the run. Why not feed your tailback and see what he can do to, make those passing lanes a little bit wider as those safeties come down and try to defend it.
Yeah, I mean, as you alluded to, I mean, San Diego is 24th in the SFL in rushing yards average per game, 200 against, and Vancouver is 20th, giving up 174 yards per game. So you're absolutely right. This team needs to get going. And the crazy thing is they're not too decent on running the ball either, even though Vancouver is actually 12th in the SFL at 173 yards per game. Let's see if they get the rookie Logan Lee going, as it is going to be 1st and 10, 3 wide set here, as Brown's going to drop back once again, throws it down the middle, and that is going to be caught, and that's a first down there for Stephen McMichaels, the tight end.
Trips tight yet again. I think it was the same play, Chad, but this time they flipped the field, got him on the other side, completes a tough pass for a first down.
And, I mean, I'll give him credit. I mean, Christian Brown coming out here after throwing 2 picks here in his first quarter, Eddie. Not afraid to sling the rock. He's not afraid.
Here it is, trips tight again, Chad.
Yep, once again, trips tight, single back formation. Brown's going to look like he's going to change the play, see something in the defense he might be able to take advantage of. Let's see if it pays off for him. As Brown's going to drop back once again, throws it, and Bob Funk was right there again. Almost had the pick, but he broke up the pass.
Yeah, I saw it pre-snap, Chad. You can tell that San Diego's coaching staff really did their homework and scouted this team very well.
Yep, and sometimes that's all it takes, man. You got to scout and know and try to get into your opponent coach's head and see exactly what's going to happen here. And once again,
Chad.
That same formation, Vancouver's offense, I don't know, the head coach must be seeing something there, and I don't know what he's seeing because it's not working so far. As Brown's going to drop back. He's got time. Pressure getting to him, though, as he's going to throw it deep down the middle, and that is caught. Chris Curtis into the red zone. First down, Vancouver.
Vancouver has come out every time they come out in this formation, Chad, and they've got at least one receiver running a 9 route, and it seems like that's who Christian Brown is looking for every time. Shout out to his offensive line who gave him the pass protection he needed. You got Mike Coverson out there, Perrin Ibarra, Michael Pococo, and Mike Newtones out there doing great work providing Christian Brown this pass protection.
Yeah, and this isn't just a bunch of rookies on the offensive line either, as that's going to be a draw play up the middle, this time to Logan Lee to try to get them going. It's just going to be a gain of a couple. But you're looking at it, Mike Kovers has been here for 7 seasons. Perrin Ibarra has been a 5-season veteran. Michael Prococo has been here for 7 seasons as well. And Mike Newtone's 4 seasons. So this is normally you're seeing these offensive lines, Eddie, that have rookies as somewhat kind of younger players. This is a veteran crew here.
Absolutely.
2nd and 8, as you are going to see a toss to the outside. This time it is Robert Redford, the Hall of Famer, getting just a yard on the game.
And San Diego continues to attack the flats, Chad. They aren't going to give up anything cheap. They're going to make you forced to attempt to beat them over the top. Listen to this crowd.
Yeah, this crowd is getting into it here in San Diego. Loud as they can. Getting so loud that Shamu's tank is vibrating. 3rd and 7. Here, as you are going to see Killian go in motion. Empty backfield for the Legion. Let's see if they're able to convert. As Brown drops back, the pressure getting around the outside. Tipped away. Almost had an opportunity. 4 Mavericks are right there, but deflected, and that's going to set up 4th down.
That pass should have never been thrown, as there are defenders all around them. You got a corner, a linebacker, a safety. It looks like the other safety came over from the deep middle. Made that a very tough throw for Tristan Brown. He got to look elsewhere.
Yeah, that was outside linebacker Zach Holdorf. He used to play safety, so able to have those great coverage skills at the linebacker position is a big key for them. But Vancouver is going to hopefully come away with points as chance to win comes out for the kick. Low snap, and it is up. Oh, man, the wind took that one because that thing was looking bad, but it looks like my golf shot a slice as that was the kick up and good, and Vancouver with points for the first time tonight.
Coming away with points. So far, perfect on the season's chance to win. That makes them 15 of 15.
Yep, and what we've seen with kickers, so far this season, I mean, you have to wonder about the accuracy. I mean, so far, we talked about it, or I talked about it on the Friday 5. Mickey Malello from Minnesota going for 3 games in a row with a doink. And hopefully maybe he can get that completed. being the first kicker to do so, as that's going to be taken outside of the end zone, and that is going to be taken down to about the 26-yard line. And so here comes Johnny Pickler once again with that offense. Looking pretty good so far. 100% completion, Eddie. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that he's trying to put those ghosts of being 50% completion percentage passer behind him, going out and saying, the heck with you, Chad, I can't go out here and complete passes.
Yeah, he doesn't have to prove nothing to me. I've already seen what this man could do on the football field. But everybody else may not have been able to see it yet, but they're seeing it tonight here definitely in San Diego, as that's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. As Pickler leading his team out there once again, offset eye, wide receiver on each side of the formation.
Cover 3 by Vancouver, pre-snap.
As you are going to see Eagle Mondavi going in motion. As that is going to be a toss to the fullback once again. Breaks that first tackle, gets a first down and more, Eddie, down the sideline. And nice little run there by the fullback.
Yeah, they're getting him involved early and often here, Chad, more than we're accustomed to seeing. And he's showing everyone out here in SFL Nation what he can do when he's given the ball.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about pregame about, McWaffle kind of having lower numbers this season, right? Obviously in the 20s when it comes to yardage, but that's because they spread it to 4 different players, right? Obviously, we haven't seen Sudo Takai get a touch yet, nor not Rob Noel, but they still got 2 of these backs that are still getting the carries here tonight.
This is the formation they scored that long reception on with the fullback.
And Pickler's going to drop back. He's got time. Looking down the sideline once again. That is caught. That's Eagle Mondavi with the fancy footwork. Almost broke those tackles right there, Eddie. That's a first down of the 30.
Mike O'Neill, I got to give him credit. He's digging deep in the playbook. He had 2 weeks off, and you can tell it's paying off for him. As you can see on the wide side of the field, Provado this time had a man covering him as they got the memo that he can catch passes. But they found Eagle Mondavi on the other side for a nice long gain.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that head coach Mike O'Neill is trying to turn this around here after the bye week. They got 3 games left, and that's going to be 1st and 10, and that's going to be a draw play up the middle. That is McWaffle as he gets about a gain of 7 on the run.
On that last reception by Eagle Mondavi, I thought he was going to split those last set of defenders and run into the end zone. That would have been the play of the season had he done so.
Man, I thought he was too. Obviously working that sideline, tiptoeing around, but able to get that spin move right there. I for sure thought he was going to be gone. And it's going to be 2nd and 3 here, that heavy split back formation that they've been scoring touchdowns on. And it's going to be a handoff to the fullback up the middle. He gets the first down past the 20, and the Mavericks are in the red zone.
You just wonder how much gas Provado has in the tank, because he's not accustomed to getting this much work.
No, he's not accustomed to getting this much work, but maybe he's been doing some calisthenics in the practices this week to get ready for all this work. As it's going to be a toss once again. This time it is to McWaffle. He's got some room on the outside, past the 10, past the 5.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, McWaffle.
And I almost saw a pre-snap, Chad, because they came out and spread the defense out yet again. This time they threw a toss play out there. They got 3 receivers, including the fullback out there, ready to lay a block. And San Diego is just blowing the doors off of this stadium.
Yeah, coming into this game, if you would have told me at the end of the first quarter it'd be 20-3 San Diego, I would have said, probably not. I would have thought it'd be a little bit closer than that. Vancouver putting up a fight, but so far, this first quarter has been all San Diego all the time. As Cliff Allen once again coming out here for the extra point. Snap is good, the kick is up and good. So San Diego, for a team that is averaging 27.9 points a game, that's 14th in the SFL, Eddie, already got 21 in the first quarter.
In the first quarter. The good news for Vancouver, there's 3 quarters of football left. The bad news is they got to make up 18 points, and so far the offense hasn't shown much that they're able to do so.
And that is going to be received inside the end zone, as that's going to be taken past the 20 up to about the 25. And one of the things we could talk about here in that first quarter, we'll talk about that. I'll bring that up here in a few minutes, as it is the end of the first quarter here in San Diego, as we're going to watch this return here by Timothy Mossam King. And it's been all San Diego all the time, but we will be back here on SFL YouTube. And we are back here in San Diego once again. Thank you, everybody. Chad Rowland, Eddie Gage in the booth tonight. Justin Reside and Zach Holdorf in the stats truck, making us look smarter than what we sound. Thank you, gentlemen, once again, as Cameron Irvine is producing the game. And one thing I wanted to bring up, Eddie, was San Diego had 3 trips in the end zone. This team is the worst red zone scoring offense in the SFL, and so far they're 3 for 3. As Brown's going to drop back, the pressure getting to him. Oh, almost had his feet. Was able to make something out of it. What a concentration there by Christian Brown.
I don't know how he was able to withstand that hit because he didn't see it coming. And I thought he was going to go down, but kudos to the lower body strength of Christian Brown to get that pass out.
Yeah, because it looked like he may have gotten tripped up there and just got to his feet. But I think if he was able to full-blown get a hit on him, he would have went down for that sack. 2nd and 4, heavy eye set. There's the toss over to Logan Lee. And Cam Frosby doing what he does best, blowing up run plays in the backfield.
San Diego went out and got this guy from London, and he was an all-star. Blowing up coverages, run plays, tackles for losses, sacks. And he's doing it here for San Diego here tonight.
Now, is that London, like London or London?
I'm not touching that one.
And that's going to be to the outside, and that's going to be incomplete, intended for Brett Killian. It's going to bring up 4th down. There's quite a few of those guys on this team tonight, as one of them being Perrin Navarro and the other one being Emmanuel Black for Vancouver.
Pink Lisa, the 2nd-year pro, almost picked that one off. Is going to force Vancouver to punt this one away.
Yep, and Vancouver will indeed punt this one away. The first punt of the night, as the snap is up, and we'll see if San Diego actually gets an opportunity to return this. They might actually try to. I don't know if that was the right idea or not. Dave Axis, I figured he might have called fair catch, but you know, when you're the diva, you gotta do what you gotta do. But let's go ahead and take it to the SFL studios for a game break with Cameron Irvine. Cam, take it away.
Thank you, Chad. Watch this. Denver's already been sacked 4 times tonight. Type attack? I don't think so. Stiff arm from the rookie. He picks up 12. He's got a rushing touchdown, and Seattle just scored again. 14-0. Denver has negative 17 yards of offense. Back to you in San Diego.
Thank you, Cam. And as Johnny Pickler drops back, he's going to look at, oh, it's the fullback again. They tried to jump the route, Eddie. It did not work, and San Diego strikes quickly.
Dad, we've seen them come out in this formation. I believe that's the 3rd time now. And Vancouver just has not had an answer. I didn't quite see the setup because we were coming back from the game break. So it may have been something different, but despite that, they continue to line up Provado out wide. And he continues to show and prove that he can play receiver as well. And San Diego is literally running away with this ball game.
I mean, Drew Hamilton, a 6th-season veteran in this league. I mean, he tried to jump that route. I thought he had an opportunity to get it, but just got right by him. Mateo Provado is having the game of his life so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. As that is going to bring out Cliff Allen once again, who's had easy work tonight, just kicking extra points. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up and good, and so it's 28-3, Eddie, and we are just starting the 2nd quarter.
And I'm being told by Mike O'Neill, what did I say pregame, Eddie, about Mike Provado? Yes, sir. I've made mention of it a few times now. As Chad has just said, he's probably having the best game of his life.
I mean, right now, when you're looking at it, 5 attempts for 27 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. 2 catches for 80 yards and a touchdown so far tonight, including that 58-yard touchdown by Provado, as that is going to come out past the 20. And look at this, a little bit of opportunity here for Chris Sunseri, as he's going to get up to about the 37-yard line. And I mean, right now, if you're Vancouver, you got to be able to respond to this.
You have to. You got to find a way to put points on the board before this first half concludes to give yourself a better chance to get back into this ball game, as Cliff Allen just saved a touchdown, and he plays kicker. Showing his toughness.
Indeed. And yeah, that's definitely some toughness, as Vancouver's going to have to come out and at least try to score on this drive. Show something for your offense tonight. I formation spread here once again. as
Oh.
Brown's going to drop back. And there it is. Once again, goes down with a sack. That is once again Cam Frosby.
Cam Frosby, hashtag make an impact. Second time today he's got a tackle for a loss. And Vancouver right now just has no answers.
Yeah, no answers indeed. Whether it's the fullback Mateo Provado or you got the defensive tackle there in Cam Frosby, they cannot figure it out at all. And now they're going to probably have to abandon the game plan and just go
Look out,
pass.
fumble.
As Brown drops back once again. And there's a fumble on the play as it's going to be picked up by Vancouver. And that's going to be third and a country mile.
Third and a country mile indeed, as Christian Brown lost sight of the pass rush looking downfield and lost control of the football, and luckily for him, his teammates had his back.
Third and 21. As that's going to be 4 wide set.
What
and
is
they're going to.
this?
What is this? Timothy Mossop King on a slot reverse. And wow.
Guess who made the tackle?
I don't know what to say to that. I guess, yeah, Cam Frosby. I don't know.
I don't know either, Chad. I mean, you're not going to complete the pass on 4th and 19. So, I mean, I guess you're just trying to play ball security, but, man, that's tough.
And that is going to force a punt here for Vancouver, as they are going to take it down about the 38-yard line. That's where they're going to mark it at. And, man, I mean, yeah, you're 4th and 15 or whatever it was, right? I mean, I don't know if that's a trick play or what, but that may be the first time I have seen a slot reverse in this season so far.
Chad, I just got a direct message sent to me saying, for those of you who are calling for this game to be pushed to Monday night, here's why it wasn't.
There you go. Good call. Thank you for
Provado
not
in
flexing
motion.
that one.
The fullback is in motion, Chad. Come on.
There you go. The fullback in motion here for San Diego. 1st and 10. As Pickler's going to drop back. He's going to look down that sideline. That is caught by Eagle Mondavi. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what the launcher's
It's going to be against the defense.
And that is going to be pass interference.
When it rains, it
on
pours.
Vancouver. As that was Will Stern there, as you can see. I mean, I'm not really sure. That may have been a ticky-tacky call there.
Yeah, that was tick-tacky. And if I'm San Diego, I'm declining that penalty to get Eagle those yards.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad idea. As it's going to bring up San Diego's offense once again here. 1st and 10. Ball at the 46-yard line. As Pickler's going to get that draw play back up to McLaughlin. He's able to break a tackle, but not that time. Will Stern once again making the tackle.
I mean, it's just all working right now. That headset is almost as big as Mike O'Neill's head. You see that headset?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a pretty large melon. I mean, it's got to help hold that mustache, right? He's got, now you see with, I mean, I don't know if he's trying to compete with Stephen Hacker because he was on, Hacker was on Monday Night Calls and he saw that mustache. That's going to be a run to McLaughlin to the side. This is going to be a gain of a few, and that's going to bring up 3rd and short. But, I mean, I don't know. Mike may be able to tell us later on, but are you trying to compete with Hacker for the best mustache? Because that's not going to happen.
I don't know about best mustache. I mean,
Hacker's is pretty good.
He's definitely got a mustache. I won't say it's pretty good, but he's definitely got one.
3rd and 2, split back formation. That's going to be a handoff to McLaughlin. And for the first time tonight, we can say Vancouver has made a stop.
And they got lucky that time because they actually were attacking the edges, thinking they were going to attack outside. They run inside, but the defensive tackles both held up and packed the paint, so to speak. And look at this. They got to go for it on 4th down.
I mean, I like the aggressiveness here by San Diego. I love it. You're at home. You got to put the pedal to the metal. And Provado right there getting the 1st down, as that is a big heads-up play there to catch the defense off guard.
Vancouver's defense forces a 4th down attempt, and it just does not matter as San Diego just outside the range of field goal for my man Cliff Allen, trying to turn this into points.
That bunch set once again. It's going to be a handoff to McWaffle. As he gets to the outside, he's able to break one tackle, but not the second, as that's going to be a gain of 4 on the run.
Second down and 6, just over 5 minutes left in his first half. San Diego is in no hurry whatsoever to close this out.
McWaffle today, 9 carries for 53 yards and a touchdown, as it is going to be 2nd and 6. As that's going to be another dive play up the middle, McWaffle, and he's able to muscle his way through and get that first down. Eddie, that's a hard-nosed run there by Hunter McWaffle.
It is, but same thing, 4-4 defense, and they're attacking the edges, expecting something outside, and they run it right up the A-gap for 5 yards.
And like you've been saying all night, Eddie, that is just great coaching right there. Knowing exactly what your defense, the opposing defense is going to do to your offense, and he's made it a counteraction on that, as that's going to be a handoff to McWaffle. He's been untouched so far, and he just gets past the first down marker. Wow.
I don't know if Hunter is a bit tired or what, but I thought he was going to be out of there when I saw the alignment of the defense. And looking at that stretch play, I thought he was going to score, but Vancouver's found a way to get him to the ground.
DJ Woods made the tackle, the game-leading tackler so far tonight with 7 tackles. As you're going to see that bunch set once again. It looks like Mateo Provado is in that bunch
defense
set as well.
too.
And they are going to pitch it out to the outside to McWaffle once again. He makes a spin move, but great tackle there by Mark Lopez, the free safety coming down to make it a play.
That was as violent a tackle as you will see for a free safety. They don't normally like tackling guys too much, particularly running backs. But he did a great job there of limiting that run to 3 yards.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 7 here, as you are going to see a heavy single back formation. As that is going to be a handoff to McWaffle once again. He's able to try to spin. He tries to get to the middle, but Vancouver with the stop.
3rd down and 2. Vancouver has got to limit San Diego to a field goal attempt. If not, create a turnover here.
Yeah, you got to do something, right? Because obviously, you know, the red zone scoring allowed right now, Vancouver is 9th in the SFL with 88%. So let's see if they're able to make a stop, as Pick was going to hand that off to Provado once again, and he gets breaded for the first down there, Eddie. I'm not sure if he got across that line or not.
I thought he did get across. It wasn't by much, but I thought he did make it, and they're going to eat up even more clock here and limit the opportunity for Vancouver to score even less.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I mean, you're up 28-3. You might as well treat this like the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
At least with the clock management part. As it's going to be 1st and goal. There's the handoff to Provado. And once again, he walks it in for a touchdown. 34-3.
Provado continues to add to his resume for this season. This is the best game of his career. And I believe he scored every touchdown for San Diego, if I'm not mistaken, Chad.
McWaffle's got 1.
You're right, he did. He got 1. But wow. Yeah, I mean, Provado is just putting on a clinic out here tonight.
Yeah, showing every fullback in the SFL exactly how you play the game of football, as it is going to bring out. And this music is just impressive. Like, it sounded like I was like at a Ray Charles concert.
If Provado continues to play like this, Justin Williams might ask for a trade in the offseason.
Yeah, Justin Williams may want to move out a little bit north, right? As the kick is up and it is good. So San Diego up big, 35 points here in the first half. As if you're liking this game so far, and if you're a San Diego fan, you probably are, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of the SFL or SFL in action, and help this channel grow through your support, as we will be coming up on SFLM games here sooner or later, Eddie.
Coming up close, Chad.
Yep, coming up close. And then rookies trying to make an impact. That way they could get drafted for the upcoming season 22 here. But we got a lot of season 21 football left to go. As it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Vancouver just trying to put something together. Split spread formation, as that's going to be a handoff this time to Logan Lee. And he gets nowhere, as that's going to be a gain of 2.
2 yards, 2.5 minutes left in this game. Vancouver has got to find a way to put up points to close out this half.
Yeah, I mean, if you're wanting to go into halftime with a little bit of something, you have to at least show that you can score. I mean, obviously getting a touchdown would really do that and boost the confidence up for this offense. As you are going to see the tight end go in motion, 2nd and 8. As that is going to be a pitch to the outside. Logan Lee this time gets it as they're going to try to get him past the 30. Fighting his way up there a little bit, Eddie. And that's going to set up 3rd and short.
It almost looked like San Diego was in a 3-3 nickel.
That's what it looked like to me.
Despite the fact that there's only one receiver on the field, I'm not sure what that defense that was.
Very interesting defensive call there, as we are going to get to the 2-minute warning. And so far, I mean, it's all San Diego all the time here, as it is 35-3. We'll be right back here on SFL on YouTube. And we are back here in San Diego. Chad Rowland, Eddie Gage in the booth. Justin Resai, Zach Holdorf in the stats truck. Thank you, gentlemen, as Cameron Irvine produces the game. Coming out in a power eye set here for Vancouver. The crowd is getting nuts. 3rd down. And look at this. I don't know if they're going to get to it. Oh,
face mask.
Going to be a face mask right there. That was a very costly penalty.
It was because the San Diego defense did the job. Oh, we got a man down. Zach is down.
Just can of corn, and he'll be fine. As there is a flag, as we already called, it's going to be a face mask on the defense. We saw that from a mile away.
That was an ugly face mask, too.
That was a very ugly face mask. And that's what happens when he does a face mask. Zach Holdorf gets injured.
Yeah, San Diego had their play bottled up. They were guessing outside run, and outside run is what they got. But the face mask continues to drive.
1st and 10 here from the 38-yard line. Brown is going to change the play at the line.
Look at this defense again.
Well, I'm telling you, that looks like a 3-3. Well, no, maybe not. As it's going to be a handoff to Lee up the middle for a gain of 3. Yeah, there was actually a 4th guy in the middle there.
Yeah, they standing right next. You got both inside linebackers standing literally chest to chest. That was crazy.
It was like you ever watch dodgeball and they do the peekaboo thing. Yeah. That's what it looked like. He was trying to play peekaboo and have the defensive player try to maybe not be seen. Power I formation here. 2nd and 7. As Brown's going to change the play at the line. And that is going to be a handoff to Logan Lee. And there's a broken tackle, but not very far. As now it's going to be 3rd and short once again.
Just nowhere to go. As San Diego's doing a great job with this open field tackling tonight.
I mean, right now, Vancouver has 7 rushing attempts for 11 yards tonight. 5 wide set. Brown throws it, and that's going to be intercepted. That is Nate Hall with the pick. The strong safety coming up, and that's another turnover here for Vancouver.
Yeah, he played underneath the receiver, made it a tough throw, and did not get enough arc on it, and I don't think that pass would have been completed regardless. Nate Hall, and with just over a minute left, perhaps San Diego remains aggressive and try to put points up on the board to close out this half.
I mean, they have been stomping on the throat of this Legion team all night. I mean, why not? And I feel like it's in the 4th quarter. If that tells you anything.
Look at Provado out there again. Wide right.
Out there once again. And look, and nobody's up top right there, Eddie. Nobody's up top. 1st and 10 from the 42. Pickler drops back. He's going to find that open man. He is going to find that open man. There he is. There is somebody over the top. We just couldn't see him from the booth as Vancouver's going to call their first timeout.
It was a safety, and that's just not going to get the job done. They continue to attack this defense, and wow, I mean, I just got to give credit to Mike O'Neill for doing his homework. Having 2 weeks to prepare for a team is just an advantage, and he's taking full advantage of that tonight.
Yeah, if there's anybody that's taking advantage of that, it's definitely him, as it was my mistake. San Diego called their first time out. As Pickler, short drop. I don't even think he even moved. That's going to be a screen to the outside to Eagle Mondavi. I have to call it a screen because that's what it was like, and that is going to be set up 2nd and short.
2nd down and 3, 57 seconds left in the game. San Diego has 2 timeouts remaining and plenty of time just outside of field goal range.
Yeah, and there's still a whole other half of football, Eddie. You said 57 seconds left in the game. I know it feels like it's been a long time.
And a half.
It's been a long time. As you're going to see Adam Williams
cover 3 defense again.
As 2nd and 3, empty backfield set. Pickler drops back. Offensive line holding well. Throws a dart over the middle. That's going to be caught. B. Robo right there at the 15-yard line. And San Diego's going to burn their second timeout.
Anytime Vancouver has come out in a bear defense or a cover 3 look, Johnny Pickler has thrown the ball over the top continuously, and this offensive line has afforded him that opportunity to do so.
Single back set, 3 wide. With Benji Matson there on the line as the tight end. As Pickler, short drop, he's going to look over the middle, and that is going to be caught to Matson. And that is going to be another timeout here as San Diego burns their last one.
Not sure how that pass was completed because they were looking at that ball to pick it off, and somehow Johnny completed it.
Yeah, I mean, he threw that in about as tight of a window as you could get, right? I mean, that was basically like a Legion sandwich there. As empty backfield here, Johnny Pickler's going to change the play at the line. 3 wide set. As you are going to have a 2 tight end set here. As
you got 5 defenders within 6 yards of the line of scrimmage.
I mean, they know what's coming. Maybe. Pickler drops back. Looking, it's going to be to the outside. That's B. Robo, and he gets the first down. And they are going to go no huddle. I like this, Andy. I
do.
1st and goal, no huddle. Clock ticking, 35 to go. Pickler drops back, looking short. Caught! Was that caught? It was indeed. Touchdown, B. Robo. It looked like it hit off of another player, Eddie. And B. Robo was right there to scoop it up.
When you go hurry up sometimes, Chad, as a defense, you kind of panic sometimes, and you tend to call base defenses. You don't blitz. You tend to take basic zone coverages, and Johnny Pickler took advantage of it, going hurry up. Saw a matchup he liked. The big tight end out in space in the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego.
And if you know this song by Ice Cube, you could do it and put your back into it. That's exactly what Benji Matson just did, as that hit off of his hindquarters.
Yeah.
Off of his John hind parts and into the hand of B. Robo for the touchdown, 42-3.
This is getting out of hand. This reminds me of the game that Fort Worth played last week versus Sioux Falls.
Yeah,
and it's actually kind of and it's actually looking worse than that.
I want to tell you this right now. Johnny Pickler, 14 of 14 tonight.
I was looking at that earlier. I'm surprised you haven't gotten a message yet about it.
Too late, Eddie. I've already gotten it. And we are going to go to the SFL studios as Cameron Irvine comes at us with a game break. Cam, tell us if there's more action going on in here.
Oh, yeah, and hey, look, it's the night of the fullbacks, man. R.E. Mills' 2nd touchdown of the night. This game was a blowout for Seattle. Denver's coming back. They got the football, 21-14. A good one over in Denver. Back to you in Cali.
And Brown's going to drop back and finds the receiver. That's Brett Killian going down the sideline. And it looked like San Diego defenders were just going to like run along beside him. Like, do you need anything? Do you need anything?
But perhaps they just wanted a few extra seconds to tick off the clock of this first half. But yeah, you're right. I'm sure the head coach somewhere screaming at him, hey, make a tackle, bro. Let's get into the locker room.
Yeah, I mean, they look like they're running along beside him. Look at that. King Bradshaw. I mean, I know you're a rookie, but tackle the guy. Right? I mean, you're running along him like he's in a marathon, and you're trying to hand him a water and an orange slice.
If he wants to remain with this team, he's gonna tackle him next time. I guarantee it.
Oh, I guarantee it too. Or else head coach Mike O'Neill's going to take that big old headset off. 1st and 10, Vancouver.
Look at this safety up off the ball, 5 yards.
Yeah, very interesting as Brown's going to drop back. Pressure's going to get to him. They're going to throw it.
And there it is.
And that is caught. There's Brett Killian going down the sideline, trying to get a spin move, and Nate Hall making the touchdown-saving tackle as Vancouver's going to burn their first timeout. That is something finally for Vancouver.
Yeah, pretty soon they might start calling me roster dominance like Ramos does, because the safety was cheating down in the box trying to get something cheap, and they threw it right over his head, and San Diego is lucky that spin move didn't result in a touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely, because he had an opportunity to just spin away from Nate Hall there. As it is going to be 4 wide set here for the Legion from the 30-yard line. As Brown's going to drop back, pressure getting to him, he's going to throw it, and that is caught again. Brett Killian trying to take over this drive as it is inside the 10 at Vancouver with their first timeout.
Where was this offense earlier in the game, Chad?
in the back of the playbook. That's where it was at. It was in the back of the playbook.
I can't with you.
I mean, where else would it be, right?
They got one timeout left, and they're packed in tight. Let's see what they do here.
Yep, they are going to send a man in motion. That is Sawyer Stern, the fullback. As that's going to be a toss to the outside. Look at Nate Hall blowing it up right there in the backfield. Interesting play call there with about 11 seconds to go, Eddie.
And now they burn their last time out. They have to kick a field goal. Just not a great decision there on that last play.
Yeah, definitely. I will agree with you 150%. Not a great decision here. Andy Hamilton, the head coach, got to make a better play call than that, as it is going to be a 28-yard field goal attempt here for chance to win. The kick is up, and it is good. So chance to win, and the only person that can score in Vancouver tonight, as it is 42-6 with just 4 seconds to go here in the first half, Eddie. And all we're basically going to see is a kickoff here to end the half. But I mean, if you're Vancouver's offense, if you're Andy Hamilton, I mean, do you just throw away that notepad of all your stuff against San Diego and just say, let's go, boys, let's do something different?
You know, as much as you are blaming the offense right now, you also got to point to the defense, too, because they gave up too many chunk yards, too many chunk plays.
I think they forgot that they had a fullback. As Axe is going to take that out past the 20 and up to about the 24. And that is going to end this first half here. So let's break down something, right? Obviously, we could talk plenty about San Diego, but let's actually go ahead and talk plenty about San Diego. I mean, they have just looked dominant in this first half.
San Diego came into this game averaging 262 yards per game through the air. At halftime, Johnny is perfect. 14 of 14 for 253 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and a perfect QBR of 158.3. And you teased him, talking about his 50% completion percentage throughout the season. I guess he took that personal, or at least Mike O'Neill did, and said, you know what, we're going to change that. And we're going to attack the weaknesses of this Vancouver defense. And anytime Vancouver lined up in that 4-4 bear or attacked the middle of the field with that cover 3 defense, Johnny Pickler and this offensive line gave him time and continually made him pay. And if Vancouver's going to do something about this to get back into this game, they got to do it on the defensive end to give their offense a chance to do so.
I mean, San Diego averages 27.9 points per game, 14th in the SFL, and they got 42. And we still have a whole another half of football to go.
Well, that's what happens sometimes when you get 2 weeks to prepare.
Yeah, very true. And right now, I mean, Mateo Provado is the halftime player. I mean, these stats are just unbelievable. And we're going to go through them. 8 attempts for 34 yards and 3 touchdowns. 2 catches for 80 yards and a touchdown so far here for Mateo Provado. And, I mean, if you're Vancouver, I mean, what do you do, Eddie, if you're Vancouver?
Well, first of all, you're going to hope and pray that San Diego takes off these pink uniforms, because Dave actually just called it for them. Well, you got the whole rest of the month of breast cancer awareness month to do so. So that's not going to help as they march back out here with them. But it's going to start with their defense. They're going to get back in this game, Chad. And look at that kick. My goodness.
We kicked out of the back of the end zone. Chance to win, taking out some frustrations on that football. As let's see what halftime adjustments we have here, right? We have seen comebacks here in the SFL before. I don't know about this one, but it'll be interesting to see if Vancouver can indeed do it.
It would be monumental. We've seen Vancouver coming from behind versus the Atlanta Swarm several seasons back, but I'm not sure about tonight.
I mean, the biggest comeback I can remember was Indy taking on Canton. And that's going to be 4 wide once again. Pickler drops back, looking down the sideline. And
goodbye.
Goodbye, but Mateo Provado again.
Does he have the speed to get there?
He does not have the speed to get there. He gets to about the 22, but my God, Eddie. I mean, this play, Vancouver did not see this coming.
They did not, and they continue to leave. They continue not to put a corner over him. As you can see, the corner pre-snap, Chad, was covering a slot receiver in man defense, and somehow they continue to leave Provado out there unbothered with no one over the top of him, and by the time the safety can get over, it's too little too late, and he was off to the races again.
I hope that they can turn on where everybody can hear me in the crowd. Drew Hamilton, please quit trying to jump the route. It is not working. as you're going to see McWaffle gain of nothing. I mean, it's not working. He's done that every time, trying to jump that route to get a pick. It's not working. Why don't you just focus on tackling him right there when he gets the ball?
It's amazing that he can catch the ball that deep downfield. He's a fullback. And look at this base bunch again versus a 4-3 defense this time.
Yep. As that is going to be a handoff to McWaffle, and the Vancouver defense right there taking out some frustrations a little bit on this run game, able to stop him. That's going to set up, I believe this might be the longest third down of San Diego's night.
I believe so too. 3rd down and 9. Let's see how aggressive they get here at the 20-yard line. You're already in field goal range. No problem settling for 3, but knowing Johnny, he's a diva. Look at him out there, 5 wide. He don't care.
No, he don't care. I wouldn't either if I'm 15 for 15 tonight. As Pick was going to drop back, he's going to look, and it's going to be the first incompletion of the night. We spoke it into existence. Emmanuel Blackman tipping it away.
They were just talking earlier about that commentator's curse in the previous game, and I think you just provided it, and I'm sure that somewhere Johnny Pickler has got some people coming up to see you, Chad.
Oh, I'm sure too, as it is going to bring up Cliff Allen. He's actually going to have to kick an actual field goal tonight, 37-yard attempt. As it's going to be a high snap, but it's taken great, and the kick is up and good as San Diego, for the first time, not scoring a touchdown, as it is going to be 45-6.
We talked about chance to win being perfect on the season. Cliff has only missed 1. He's now 17 of 18 throughout the season. That's 5th in the SFL.
Yep, and I'll tell you, we've already got some great action on the other side with Seattle, Denver in the games earlier, but week 11 of season 21 continues tomorrow with key divisional games as Indianapolis and Tulsa and Houston and Alamo City. Sunday, Mexico City and Los Angeles try to stay hot, and Florida tries to snap a rare late-season losing streak. For the full weekend schedule, visit our website at simulationfl.net, as that's going to bring out this offense once again. And Eddie, I don't know if I hate to keep plugging my new show, but I don't know if you listened to the Friday Five, but
I did.
I actually predicted a major upset there.
I heard your show, Chad. I tuned in. I support you. Yeah. Come on now.
Yeah, I know. But did you see that major upset I predicted?
I was listening to it, but I was multitasking, if you know what I mean.
I got you. We'll talk about that here later on. Three wide set out of the single pack.
That's a no for after hours, Chad.
As that is going to send Killian in motion. As Brown's going to drop back. And he's going to look over the middle. And, man, I'll tell you what. All night, I feel like Vancouver's offense tonight, Eddie, has been just trying to go for the big play.
Just a step late as they brought the blitz again, and Bob Funk was looking for another interception, Chad.
Yeah, I mean, he almost got it. Right? He's already got 2. He had 2 before. He had 2 picks in 5 minutes. As Dave Vax is actually calling you out in the chat, Eddie, saying that's code for Eddie didn't listen.
I did listen to it.
Man, listen to this guy. Same formation, same shots man fired. Going in motion.
Trips tight.
Once again, as let's see if they just go straight down the middle of that field. And they do indeed do that. And I'll tell you what, man, Bob San Diego, Funk. Every time they see that, Bob Funk just licks his chops, man.
Trips tight. They continue to send these receivers on those 9 routes, Chad, and Bob Funk is just sitting back there waiting for it.
I mean, I'm wondering if there's another play in the book. Right? Is there another play in that formation? I'd be really curious to see. Or just
5
really
wide,
likes that. Really likes throwing to Bob Funk.
Let's
3rd and 10, 5 wide set. They are going to send Lunar in motion. As Brown drops back, looking over the middle, and that's going to be once again Nate Hall with his 2nd pick of the night. And he didn't want to have Bob Funk outstand him up there, as he's going to take that to the 35, and San Diego once again, Eddie, just making this hurt.
They are, Chad, and, you know, for those who are saying this game should have been put on Monday night, San Diego is putting that to bed, and Cam is probably somewhere right now saying, man, I'm glad I didn't flex this game on Monday night because this is really getting out of hand. And kudos to the coaching staff of San Diego once again.
Yeah, I'm sure that Cam is probably looking like Stanley from The Office, where he just does that little head nod, you know? Like, yeah, thank God I didn't do that. Right? So that's going to bring out Pickler here once again, who finally had an incomplete pass on the last drive. And that's going to bring up 4 wide receivers with a single back, because that's going to be a draw play up to McWaffle. And he's got a little bit of room to run there, as he does get the first down for a gain of 10.
Gain of 10 yards. San Diego continues to spread the defense out. They've been doing it all night long. They spread the defense out and either run up the middle, up the A gap, or take advantage of mismatches on the outside.
Yeah, definitely got to take advantage of those mismatches indeed, as you're going to see McWaffle there, 16 carries for 91 yards tonight, looking pretty effective. Bunch set up at the top, as he is going to hand that off to McWaffle once again, and doesn't get inside the 20, just outside of it, and that's going to be a gain of 3.
One of your 5 games, Chad, was the Canton-Atlanta matchup. I listened.
There you go. Look, are you listening to it now as you're...
I'm talented, but I'm not that talented.
I'm just messing with you. It's Dave's fault for bringing it up.
That's right. I had to show and prove I support my guy.
There you go. Split back formation, as McWaffle's going to get a gain up the middle there, and that's going to set up a 3rd and short here for San Diego.
3rd down and 3. Do they run it, or does Johnny say, you know what? I want to show and prove and continue to look at this. 4 wide. Oh my goodness, on 3rd and 3.
They're just stepping on the throat.
Yeah.
They are just stepping on the throat. 3rd and 3.
And look at Provado out there open again.
Once again, Pickler drops back. He's going to try to find him. Tipped away.
And
Vancouver's defense that time was ready.
That time they was ready. And you know why? Because Johnny got pressure. He got knocked off his spot. Had that been on time and on target, that's a touchdown, San Diego.
Yeah, 100%. Finally, the defense of Vancouver adjusting, trying to bring some pressure. That's what you got to do. I think you got to get Johnny afraid to be in that pocket. You got to get him moving around a little bit. As that is going to bring up the field goal unit here once again. Cliff Allen, the kick is up and good. And that is going to make it 48-6.
Monica's in the chat telling everyone that I'm watching this game, running sims, and coming up with a game plan to defeat San Diego's playbook tonight.
Now available free to download, you can play the SFL video game on the go with the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, an emulator for 4K23 in the palm of your hand. Order your Retroid today at GoRetroid.com. Search SFL and download our mod at simulationfl.net/4K23 Retroid, the official console of the SFL. And once again, Eddie, I keep saying once again, and I shouldn't, but that's going to bring out this offense. And Vancouver, I mean, they've got to do something. I mean, right now, you're not going to win this ball game. Let's just throw that out the window. So why don't we show some pride here and try to get some touchdowns?
Try to put the drive together and get your first touchdown of the night and just put some confidence back into Christian Brown in this offense.
Yeah, I wonder, and I'll ask this question here in a minute to you, Eddie, is this going to be twin set here, 1st and 10, as they are going to send a man in motion. San Diego maybe, in all honesty, trying to bring some pressure, which I don't mind. As Brown's going to drop back, he's going to find the screen, and
look at that closing speed.
That is nice closing speed there by Stuart Zamilia, and that is going to bring up 2nd and 5. Eddie, I want to pose this question to you. You're down 48-6. Is it time maybe to give the 104th overall pick in the past draft, Austin Blanco, a look?
You know, that's a yes and no, because you don't want to put too much doubt into the spirit of Christian Brown either.
True, but 4 picks.
Yeah.
As that's going to be a toss to the outside, and that's going to be a gain of a couple. It's going to set up 3rd and 4.
That's a sensitive area. I mean, you want to give the rookie a chance, but at the same time, if Christian Brown is your starter moving forward, benching him in his 3rd quarter, despite his productivity today or lack thereof, that's going to hurt his spirits.
3rd and 4, offset I.
Look at San Diego aggressive.
As Brown's going to drop back once again. He's going to look and finds his target. That was a nice little route there, but just short of the 1st down. And if you're Stephen McMichaels, you got him there where that 1st down marker is.
You do, but they would be impressed. And San Diego had 9 guys up in the box, and they did not give these receivers a free release, which made that difficult.
As that is going to be 4th and 2. I would just say heck with it and go for it, but
yeah,
maybe that's just me.
I agree
Low
with
snap. Nice handle there by the punter as the kick is away. And that is going to bring up Dave Axis here with an opportunity to get a decent return. He takes it up to the 29, a very generous 29-yard line, as it looked like he was tackled at the 26.
It's home cooking, Chad. You know what it is.
Maybe. I mean, is Angel Hernandez a ref in this game tonight? Like, I'm not 100% sure. I think Angel Hernandez switched sports.
Yeah, he switched from baseball to football.
I mean, I think we could all agree. Anybody that watches baseball knows that's the worst umpire to ever grace the uniform.
The worst. Oh, my goodness.
The worst. He is so terrible. 1st and 10 from the 29. 4 wide set here. And they've been running that little draw play all night out of this, and they're going to do it once again. McLaughlin. Yeah. Nice, decent little 2-yard gain there to set up 2nd down.
2nd down and 2. I thought they were going to try to throw it there for a second. But Johnny had to be talked out of it. Mike said, no, Chad, no, Johnny, just run a draw play. We're up 42 points. Calm down.
I mean, might as well just keep the pedal to the metal, as that is going to be a toss to the outside to Hunter McLaughlin. He's going to break one tackle, but not the other. That's a big hit there by Josh Barnesy.
Josh Barnesy is frustrated, and he took that frustration out on McWaffle.
I mean, man, that hurt me up here.
Yeah, that was a big-time tackle.
And look at this, 3rd and 9, and guess what Pickler's doing? He's going 5 wide.
Yep.
As let's see what they do. Pickler drops back. The O-line holding up well, but not for long, as they are going to get pressure, and that's going to bring him down. That's the 1st sack of the night for Cabern Womack.
Second on the team in sacks, as to his totals this year. He came in 10th in the SFL in sacks, just added another one, and it was only a matter of time as they would hold that ball forever, and you can't hold these defensive line up that long.
And that's going to bring out the punt unit here. And want to give an update on the score in the other side. Seattle up 31-21 at half. So that ball game becoming even more interesting. Another low snap and another great handle by another punter. As that's going to be fair caught there about the 40. They're going to mark him at the 41. Great punt. Let's see what Vancouver's offense can do, Eddie.
I think this is the best starting field position they've had all night, Chad. They should take advantage of this.
Yeah, they need to try to take advantage of this. Let's see if they can. As, like I said, you're going to see Brown come out here once again. 1st and 10 from the 41. Offset I, 3 wide set. As Brown sees something, he's going to change the play at the line. As he's going to hand that off to Logan Lee. It's a dive up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of 3. And I got to tell you, I mean, San Diego's pass defense has been really good, but their run defense has been lights out tonight.
It has. They've been awesome on both sides of the ball. I mean, probably the pass defense has been more impressive, but their run defense and closing speed has been spectacular as well. Cover 2 defense.
San Diego's 24th in the SFL in run defense, and they're just stopping tonight. As Logan Lee gets his first big run of the night, past the 35 down to the 30, breaks a tackle there and gets about to the 25. And that is a shot in the arm that Vancouver needed.
You want to talk about commentators curse? Chad? Second time tonight, you jinxed it.
Did it again.
Look at that.
I'm not gonna comment on how good anything is anymore. I'm just gonna let it go.
That's your best bet.
That's the best option for me. I mean, but that is exactly what Vancouver needed. These fans are probably going, thank God. We can actually have an offense tonight.
That's only his 11th carry tonight. Trips tight again. Oh, this time they got him in cover 2 defense. They may have something here.
Yeah, let's see if they can take advantage. 3 wide set, as they are going to send Sunseri in motion. As Brown's going to drop back, and the pressure was getting to him over the middle. Oh, man, that was close. That was almost an interception right there by the defense.
It was, and Christian Brown needed just a bit more time to allow that play to develop, but their receivers on the outside both got jammed up pretty well, which prevented them to get to those safeties where they could have took advantage of the coverage.
just over 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. High twin set here for the Legion. As the Brown's going to drop back, he's going to try to hit that screen. No, it's actually going to go out to Chris Curtis, which did not work. They should have just let that go to Logan Lee because he was at least going towards the end zone. Chris Curtis is going the opposite way.
Another tackle for loss for this San Diego defense. They're fourth of the night.
This offense just looking all kinds of out of sorts here. As it's going to be 3rd and 13, 5 wide set. As they are going to send Zorro Lunar in motion. As Brown
blitz.
Drop back once again, pressure gets to him, and he is down. Freddie Trammell there with his first sack of the night.
And he got a great jump. The right tackle never stood a chance, Chad. I hope we get a great look at this. He was out of his stance and gone before the right tackle even got situated. And that was Christian Brown didn't stand a chance. You can't put that one on him.
No, you can't put that on him at all. Your right tackle, you called it. I don't know if that was Perrin Ibarra or Mike Toverson, but he jumped out of his set and was like 5 yards back. And the kick is up and good, so chance to win once again. He scored 9 points tonight. As you were absolutely right, Eddie. That tackle jumped up and backpedaled as if he was waiting for that. And Trammell was like, all right, I'll just go in front of you.
Never stood a chance.
Never stood a chance at all. And it's just, as we've been talking about all night, mistake after mistake after mistake here for Vancouver's offense and defense. And so San Diego is going to get an opportunity here.
Wow,
as they're going to kick that out of the end zone. And, in this third quarter so far, though, Eddie, it is 6-6. So maybe that's a good thing for Vancouver.
It is.
That's really much all you can say, right?
More victory. I was trying to think of something else to say, but I just couldn't.
Yeah, there's just nothing really you say. Actually, it's 6-3. So let me rephrase that. I do apologize. It is going to be 1st and 10 from the 20. As Pickler's going to roll out on a designated rollout. He's going to look and tipped away there by the defense. Good heads-up play there by the linebacker.
They got Vancouver in a 4-4 yet again, but this time Johnny threw it to the teeth of the defense, and that never stood a chance.
Yeah, never stood a chance at all. Pickler is one of those quarterbacks that needs to just stay in the pocket. Right? I think every time he's at least rolled out, it hasn't worked.
Shots fired, Chad.
That's not shots fired. That's just calling it what it is. At least in this game, 2nd and 10, Pickler drops back, looking down the middle. That is going to be caught, Eagle Mondavi, and that's going to be a first down and more past the 35. But when you're watching it, if they've tipped the ball, Eddie, it's always been on the rollout.
Are you saying that he lacks footwork, Chad?
No, not saying he lacks footwork. I'm saying in this game, when he rolls out, it just hasn't worked. That's what I'm saying.
Nice job cleaning it up.
That's not cleaning up anything. You're just trying to start something. That's what you're doing, partner. That's exactly
Johnny with
what
over
you're
300
doing.
yards passing tonight.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 here. Offset eye. There's going to be a toss to the outside to McWaffle. Thought he had an opportunity to get tackled in the backfield, but was able to turn that into 2 yards.
That time, Vancouver was in the cover 3 defense again, and they ran away from the safety in the box, but they did a great job of corralling to the football and making a tackle.
2nd and 8. Offset eye once again. As Vancouver just going to sit back. Maybe they'll try to bring the blitz. They're going to toss it to the fullback.
Great blocking.
He's got plenty of opportunity. Gets a first down and more down the sideline. And once again, another big run there by Mateo Provado.
Shout out to the receivers on that right side, Chad. Look at this. You can't block any better than that.
You can. You're absolutely right. That is textbook blocking by the wide receiver corps right there in San Diego. Maybe they're all just divas like Dave Axis after all over there. Man, no comment from you, Eddie. I'm disappointed.
Look at this. Look at Provado lined up out wide, but they got a man over him this time.
And Pickler's going to roll out once again, as it is going to be caught right there. This time the rollout works. That's going to be the Dave Axis. That's going to be a first down about to the 27.
I'm not sure if you're paying attention to the other game, Chad, but right now, Seattle is up comfortable on Denver, 38-21, and looking to win the Pacific should both these scores remain the same.
Yeah,
For the first time since season, I believe it was season 16 when divisions realigned.
Yeah, it'll be the first time since divisions
Look at this.
started that Vancouver's not won the Pacific, as there's going to be a draw play up the middle to McWaffle once again. And do want to give a shout out here to Mateo Provado. Looks like he's the first fullback with 150 plus receiving yards this season.
Yeah, Justin's definitely filing for free agency.
As that is going to end the third quarter. You guys know what to do. Put your fours up in the chat. We'll be right back here in San Diego on SFL and YouTube.
The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
And we are back here in San Diego. Chad Rowland, Eddie Gage in the booth tonight. Justin Raside and Zach Holdorf in the stats truck. And Cameron Irvine producing the game for us. Thank you, gentlemen, for all your hard work. As it's going to be 2nd and 4, and that's McWaffle. The defensive line really breaking that up. He fought his way through, but he was able to get a couple yards. Going to set up 3rd and short.
3rd down and about 1.5 yards.
Yeah, about 1 yard, 1.5 yards, somewhere around
Johnny's jersey doesn't have a blade of grass on it, Chad.
No, probably not. 3rd and 1. There's going to be the handoff to the fullback, and he's able to break a tackle. Look at this, Eddie. Gets past the 10, down the 5. He's going to be tackled. No. And, they did get him to force out of bounds at the goal line. What a wow. I mean, what more can you say about this run game tonight?
I think Provado is punching his ticket to the Season 21 All-Star game for San Diego.
He's definitely showing it. Look at that. I mean, wow. If Mark Lopez
they're going to challenge that.
Wow. Look at this. Mike O'Neill saying, I want to keep this game going. I want to just step on your throat. I want that touchdown. Very interesting.
I don't think he stands a chance of getting this call overturned, Chad.
Well, let's take a retroactive look.
But the ball is in his left hand. I don't know.
Provided by Retro. Get your SFL console at GoRetro.com. Let's see indeed if it is. And I don't think he crossed. And the play is going to stand. So Mike O'Neill loses a timeout that he really probably doesn't even need anyway. As he's trying to, he looks upset.
Mike O'Neill is hot.
Yeah, Mike O'Neill just looking mad for whatever reason.
I
just wanted 50 points. He's trying to break that Minnesota Legend game where they scored 69 at the convention.
Oh.
As heavy split formation here. As you are going to see Eagle Mondavi go in motion. I'm going to imagine they're going to give it to the fullback so he can just finish what he started.
Yeah.
They are indeed going to do that, and he did finish what he started. That's another touchdown for Provado. That, my friend, is number 5 on the night.
My goodness, man. I'm just at a loss for words for Mateo Provado and this offense tonight. And talking to Mike O'Neill pregame, he told me Provado's going to have a big game tonight, and he's come out and done just that. So, again, kudos to Mike O'Neill and his coaching staff for getting his team ready for Vancouver tonight. Having 2 weeks to prepare has definitely paid off for him.
And the kick is up and good. So 55-9 here for the Mavericks, and I don't think they're going to let up.
Definitely doesn't look like it, Chad.
No, doesn't look like it at all. So they are going to kick this one off to Vancouver, and let's see if – I just hope that – I just want to see a touchdown for Vancouver. As they are going to kick this one away, that's going to be basically into the back of the end zones. They're going to touch that one back. And APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. As that's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20 here. Vancouver looking for pride on this drive at this point. As Brown's going to roll out, they are going to look and, throws it into traffic right there, but Killian somehow makes the catch.
Somehow. I still don't know how he caught that pass.
Yeah, I don't know either, because that was like that pass earlier Johnny did where they had that Legion sandwich. That's kind of the same situation. As he even threw it low, too.
He had to.
So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 here. As Vancouver, like we said, they're trying to do something, show some pride here, show some fight for their fans and the franchise. As Brown's going to drop back, the pressure's going to get to him though from Hendricks and overthrows his target, Chris Curtis. That's incomplete.
That time, San Diego brought a cornerback on a blitz, showing all kind of different looks tonight, Chad, and everything is working for him.
Yeah, everything indeed is offensively and defensively for San Diego is just lights out. I'm just playing fantastic ball right now. 2nd and 10. 3 wide set. Here for Vancouver. Looks like they might be trying to bring some pressure. They do, and look at this, and he goes down once again as Caldwell with the sack.
I mean, nothing is working, Chad. Here, even late in the 4th quarter, I mean, you may be on to something. It may be time to get Christian Brown up out of here.
Yeah, Rylan Caldwell there with the sack. And that's what what's it going to hurt when you're down 55-9, right? 5 wide set here once again, 3rd and 11. As that is going to send Chris Sunseri in motion. As Brown drops back. And he's going to have to roll out. No one's open. Looking down deep down the middle. And that's going to be caught. Brett Killian with the catch. And that's going to be a 1st down for Vancouver.
And Brett's slow to get up. Had he broke that tackle, Chad, he'd have been off to the races. There was no one behind him. It looked like San Diego in dime defense with some kind of 3/4 look.
Yeah, I mean, Nate Hall with, it seems like every time that they have to have a quote-unquote touchdown-saving tackle, Nate Hall is the one that makes it. As there's only been a couple of those tonight anyway. 1st and 10, as that's going to be a handoff to Logan Lee. And he's able to break the 1st tackle in the 2nd, breaks the 3rd, almost breaks the 4th, getting past the 30. He gets a 1st down. Hard-fought run there by the rookie.
Would have liked to see more of that tonight for Vancouver. As we talked about pregame, Chad, San Diego's run defense not one of the best. And you like to see more running opportunities for locally in this offense. But unfortunately tonight for Vancouver fans, they just did not see enough of it.
One of the most interesting things about this offense as well, Eddie, is Robert Redford, who's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Only 1 carry. As that's going to be a handoff to Lee, and he's going to get up the middle, trying to get to the outside. And let's go to SFL Studios, and let's see if this game is closer than ours. Cam, take it away.
Barely.
Thank you, Chad. It's this season's #1 pick, Type Attack, and a former #1 pick, Johnny Pickler, just balling tonight. Your score now 45-21 Seattle. Type Attack, 4 touchdowns, no picks, and a rushing touchdown. MVP, ? Back to you.
Oh, listen to Cam maybe bringing up a topic for the Streets Are Talking, Eddie.
Oh, man.
Look at that.
You're right.
That could be an interesting conversation there as Type Attack looking pretty good. Johnny Pickler looking pretty good so far, too. 17-20 for 343 yards and a couple of touchdowns tonight.
Trips tight versus cover 2.
Yep, let's see if they're able to take advantage of it. Brown's going to drop back. The pressure getting to the outside. He's going to throw it. Oh, incomplete. Look like he overthrew him, but Bob Funk was right there, too.
He was. It looks like the receiver might have lit off his route just a little bit, thinking about Bob Funk over the top. Otherwise, that's a touchdown.
And it's 4th and 4. I mean, you have to go for it, I would think, right? And they're not going to go for it.
They're not going to go for it.
Kind of I don't know about that. I mean, I guess
that's thrown in the white flag.
Yeah, that's thrown in the white flag. They're done. And the kick is up and good. I mean, let me just say this, right? And let me bring out a say it with my chest segment, right? But if you're, I want to see some fight, right? Wouldn't you if you're a fan of Vancouver?
You are. I mean, I don't know, Chad. 4th down and 4. You want to see them go for it, but, points are points. You're not going to win this game anyway, but if you're going to kick the field goal, you want to see them potentially go for the onside kick here, but we're not going to see it here.
No, you're definitely not going to see it here, as it's a little disappointing to try to see some fight in them, but they've already just thrown in a towel, as you're going to see this received from the end zone. That is Dave Axis going to bring that out past the 20 up to the 25, and they're going to get him marked at the 27. I guess maybe this week they just wanted a chance to win, to get some reps.
He's getting a lot of reps tonight, Chad.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of reps for sure, as Axis is going to bring this out. And right now, if you're San Diego, if they start throwing the ball on this drive, that'd be insane, right, Eddie?
Well, Johnny is still in the field, so they're probably going to throw the ball, Chad.
So that's
look at this. Oh my goodness.
They might do it again here. Oh man, this time they actually sent him in motion.
Yeah, but it's probably going to be a draw play.
Yep.
Oh,
Pitt was going to drop back, and they tried to go for him.
They did.
That. I think if they would have kept it to the outside, I think they would have had a big play.
If they kept him outside, he might still be running right now.
Yeah, still running for sure. That play's worked all night for him, as it is going to bring up 2nd and 10. As you are going to see that, it looks like that same formation once again.
Wide side of the field. Oh, they do a
this time
draw
it's going to be a draw play, and it is going to go up the middle. McWaffle not getting very far. He actually loses a yard on that run. That's going to be 3rd down.
And if I know Johnny like I think I know Johnny, he wants to throw that ball to Provado. But Mike O'Neal said, hey, man, right now the clock is our worst enemy. Let's just hand the ball off and burn some more of it. But they had an opportunity for Provado out there again.
Yeah, they certainly did. And look at this. 3rd and 11. You're going to go 5 wide. Kind of an interesting call here when you're up big. Pickler rolls out. He's going to look down the middle. That is going to be tipped away. That was through the hands. It looked like of Lili Nakai. I believe that's her first target of the night.
Yeah, that'd have been a tough catch as the ball was just thrown just a little bit too high. And they're going to punt this ball away, I believe, only the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, I believe this is the 2nd or maybe 3rd at the most punt tonight, but I think you're right. It's going to be 2nd. As Vancouver's going to get an opportunity here to try to get some points on the board.
And Mike O'Neal, with no sportsmanship, is on the sideline saying, no, Johnny, chuck it deep.
Just chuck it. As could be taken from about the 24-yard line. Brett Killian gets past the 30, up to the 33. Monday night, and he joined Cameron Irvine and Stephen Hackerso, the Hack Attack, back once again as they break down all the action from this weekend on This Week in the SFL at 7:15 Eastern before the Jacksonville Kings put their season on the line against the DC Dragons. Kickoff is at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time right here on SFL on YouTube. And I actually picked that game as one of the games to watch this weekend, as trying to see if Jacksonville can turn things around. 1st and 10 from the 33, split spread formation, as Brown's going to change something at the line. This time he is going to send a man in motion. As you're going to see, look at this, Bob Funk coming down here. Brown drops back, pressure into him on the outside. Chris Curtis with the catch, and he gets up to midfield.
Man, he took a bad fall there. I was wondering if he's going to be able to get up, but he's done so. Chad, you kind of diagnosed on your show the Jacksonville-DC matchup a bit. What do you think the issue is with Jacksonville this season? They started off hot and kind of tailed off since then. What do you think the issues down there in Jacksonville are?
It's interesting, and let me give you a little bit more analysis after this play here, Eddie. This is going to be a handoff to Logan Lee, and they're going to get a gain of a couple. And, when you're looking at that game, the defense, I think, is what's really lacking there for Jacksonville. 27th in the SFL in scoring, 36.9. They give up the 2nd most yards per game in passing. If they could just shore up that defense, I think they'll be able to, to try to hold some teams up, because the offense can work. The offense does do fine. as Brown's going to drop back. He's going to look over the middle. That is caught. Look at this. Brett Killian, there's a flag on the play.
2 flags
He's going to get down to the 30. And let's see what the laundry is on the field.
Personal foul. Oh, when it rains, it pours.
A little clipping? Yeah, that was a good play there by Vancouver, but it's going to be brought back. Chris Curtis with the clipping call.
That's going to set up a 2nd and 23 on one of the better plays in this game. Oh, that's a bad call, Ralph.
That's a bad call. I'll give that. I'm not sure about that one either. I don't agree with that call right there. But yeah, I mean, when you're looking, go back to this Jacksonville thing, Eddie. When you're looking at it, I mean, Jacksonville 8th in the SFL in passing. They got 16 passing touchdowns, 3rd in the SFL. I mean, this offense can produce a little bit, but it's just the defense is just letting them down. I think if they change their philosophy up, I think it could be interesting. As you're going to see it, Mossam King with the rush to the outside does not work. Not fooled at all as Bobo Caudill with the tackle. And they're going to go hurry up.
Again, Chad.
And look at that. And they broke it up so quickly that Brown had to take it himself.
And took a beating.
That's going to be 4th in a true country mile here, Eddie.
Yeah, I mean, and now they're going to go for it probably. And here we are. 4th and 23. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, wow. Interesting play call there as Cam Frosby busts that one up. That's what he does best, getting into the backfield. And that's going to be a turnover on downs here for Vancouver.
Reminds me of the Mexico City game when they continued to run the ball on 3rd and long situations and turnover on downs.
Yeah, very interesting indeed there as San Diego now with an opportunity just to run this clock out. And that's going to be a handoff to Provado as he's going to be able to get a couple of yards on the run. And Eddie, I'll flip that question back to you when we talk about the Monday Night Spectacular. I mean, what do you think Jacksonville needs to do differently?
I mean, this is the 2nd season in a row, Chad, in which Jacksonville has got off to a pretty good start, only to falter late, and you just start to wonder if teams adjust to Jacksonville, but they don't make adjustments. I don't know. I don't invest in them that heavily, but anytime you got a consecutive season trend of that kind of activity, you just wonder what kind of adjustments they may not be making down there.
Yeah, totally agree with you. I think, like I said, I think if they adjust that defense, I think they could be a team that teams will not want to play as they are going to hand that off to Provado up the middle. It is going to be another 1st down here for San Diego, and the clock continues to run. And focusing back on this game, Eddie, I mean, now San Diego with this win, I mean, we could just pretty much call it that, I think. They're going to be 5-5 here in this pretty contested West Division.
We talked about it pregame, Chad, about San Diego not getting their tailbacks involved enough. And here we sit with McWaffle over 100 yards and Provado as a fullback has 80 yards rushing.
Yeah, it was crazy because we brought it up like, you know, if they get this run game going, this has got a good shot. And they indeed got the run game going tonight with the double-headed monster and Hunter McWaffle and Mateo Provado. As they're just running this clock down, it's going to be another handoff to the fullback once again. Might as well give it to him. Look at this, Eddie. He just barreled through him, untouched. Wow. What? I mean, that is just adding insult to injury there. Touchdown, Provado.
He didn't go through untouched, but he definitely touched somebody.
Wow.
And I'm not going to name that player out because he got knocked down about 3 yards downfield. And unfortunately for his family, they're looking on a replay. Bang, right there. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Let me tell you this, Eddie. He just got over 100 yards rushing. That's his 5th rushing touchdown of the night. He's got 6 touchdowns total.
Jesus Christ. Call off the dogs, Chad.
You ever seen that meme where you got on The Simpsons and they're like, stop, he's dead already? Like, that's how I feel this is.
Yeah.
And the kick is up and good, 62-12 here for San Diego. And I mean, every part of San Diego's game plan was just perfect tonight.
2 weeks to prepare, and Mike O'Neill used that time wisely, got in the lab, cleaned some things up, got a more diverse offense, getting the running game involved, and it's paid great dividends.
I mean, just absolutely crazy as Sunseri is going to take this out of the end zone. Past the 20, up to the 25. Decent return there by the rookie. And 2 minutes and 40 to go. Eddie, I mean, all cards are on the table here for Vancouver. I want to see some points out of them. What do you think?
You do, but at the same time, you want to keep your quarterback healthy. So let's see how aggressive they get here to close out this game because Christian Brown is taking a beating here tonight. So, yes, you want to remain aggressive, but you want to think about next week too.
Yeah, San Diego's defense 3 sacks on the night so far, as Brown is 16 of 29 for 201 yards and 4 interceptions.
Look at Nate Hall down there lurking.
As you see this 5 wide set here, Brown drops back. They're going to look for the out route. They find it with the tight end, Stephen McMichaels. And that is going to set up a 7-yard gain, 2nd and 3, as they are going to go no huddle. Good call here by the Vancouver head coach, as it is going to be dropped back once again. Looking, and that was a very tight window to Killian, and it falls incomplete, almost intercepted.
Nate Hall was looking for his 3rd interception, and he almost got it.
Yeah, they were right there in the mix along there. Bob Funk might have been around there too. Who knows? As it is going to be 3rd and 3 here. 5 wide once again. Brown's going to try to find some soft spot in the defense.
Look at Nate Hall. About 7 yards off the line of scrimmage, despite this score, trying to get another interception.
And Brown's going to drop back. He's going to look, and they're going to find Brett Killian. And that's going to be just past midfield, and that's going to be a 1st down here for Vancouver. No huddle here once again. Vancouver drops back. Looking, finds, and that is tipped away. That looked like it was in the hands of the receiver. That was Timothy Mossaking.
It was, but he had a corner and a safety over the top, trying to take his head off.
Yeah, I wonder if he heard footsteps there. I'm not 100% sure.
He definitely did.
I mean, the way this defense has played tonight, I mean, footsteps is probably something that might get to you a little bit. 5 wide set here once again, as they are going to send a man in motion. That is Brett Killian. And look at this, Eddie. Look at the defense of San Diego. They might be trying to bring some pressure. Look at that. They are just not letting up here. As they do bring blitz up the middle. Brown drops back. He's got to get rid of it quickly. And that's going to be intercepted. Long gone is Tom Krieg. And that is going to be a touchdown here for San Diego. As, wow, I mean, the pressure of that defense, Eddie, was what caused that throw to be early. And Tom Krieg was right there to pick it up. That's the first time we called his name tonight.
It is, and kudos to San Diego. They didn't just sit back there and play bend but don't break defense. They continue to remain aggressive. Tom Krieg does the same. He follows suit, picks it off, runs into the end zone, listens to the home crowd and says, guys, thanks for coming. Good night. I hope you didn't have too much to drink partying through all this scoring, but please drive home safely because this game is over.
Yeah, the pick 6 right there just confirms that. And good snap, good hold. The kick is up and good for Cliff Allen, 69-12. And what's crazy is Eddie, this game just had a pick 6 by Tom Krieg. At the same time on the other side, Daniel Valentine with a pick 6 over there as well. Seattle leading the way 59-24. And it looks like we're going to have a new Pacific Division champion.
We are. That was Krieg's first pick of the season, and it turns into points. Look at another kick out of the end zone.
Man, wow. And that is out of the end zone there, Cliff Allen.
Cliff Allen's going to get tested for PEDs come Monday, Chad.
Yeah, he might. I mean, he might have to. Something going on in that leg. That's for sure, as they're going to take that out to the 20 here. Just over 2 minutes to go. Vancouver with another opportunity here to try to get some points. As it is going to be 5 wide set here. And Brown's going to drop back. He's going to look. And that is a good route there by Chris Sunseri. That's going to be caught and goes down the sideline and goes out of bounds to stop the clock. And that is
2-minute warning. Stay in bounds.
2-minute warning. Yeah, 2-minute warning here as Vancouver looking for an opportunity here to lead with some points as it is 69-12. We'll be right back here on SFL on YouTube. And we are back here in San Diego. Chad Rowland, Eddie Gage in the booth. Zach Holdorf and Justin Reside in the stats truck. And Cameron Irvine producing the game for us. Thank you, gentlemen, once again for all of your hard work tonight. As Brown, 5 wide set once again, is going to drop back. He's looking. He's going to fire it and caught. That is Brett Killian there past midfield for the first down.
Brett Killian has not given up on this game, continuing to bring in circus catches despite corners line up over the top of him.
Yep, I mean, it's working for him right now as they're going to come out once again in that 5 wide set. As they are going to send, looks like their man in motion as Zorro, God, I cannot say that name right, Lunar in motion. Not sure why that's catching me up tonight. As Brown's going to drop back, he's going to look over the middle, and that's going to be caught. Brett Killian down to the 30. And right now, Vancouver's moving a little bit, Eddie.
They do. And I noticed Pink Lisa was lined up as a linebacker on that play.
Very interesting. I mean, right now, with the way that this game has gone and whatever Mike O'Neill thinks is right, I think he's got it going. So I'm not gonna give him anything for it. As you're gonna see 4 wide here once again. Brown drops back, looking over and tipped away. That was Tom Krieg who just had the pick 6. Incomplete.
Yeah, San Diego has seen that play all too many times and got tired of them bringing it in like that and decided to do something about it.
Yeah, and that's going to be 2nd and 10 here. Clock at 1:44 to go. That same formation once again here for Vancouver. As Brown's going to drop back, the pressure coming to the outside. He's going to look. Brett Killian right there with a one-handed catch.
Same play.
And same play, and that's going to be called a timeout. And I'm going to go ahead and give that to him. That's the nice hands catch brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your pants and play the only video game with your player in an SFL 4K23. Excellent catch there by Brett Killian. 5 wide set once again here for the Legion. And they're going to try to bring the heat, and it's going to be the pressure got to him right there, I think.
Yep.
That was incomplete, intended for McMichaels.
Stops the clock, 2nd down and 10, trying to put points on the board and get their first touchdown of the night.
Yep, trying to look for their first 6 points. And they got an opportunity here. I mean, they're inside the red zone. So they do have a chance. 5 wide set once again.
Lee Hall in the box again.
Yep, look for him to try to do something. As Brown drops back looking, tipped away once again, intended for Timothy Mossam King, incomplete.
And it looks like they were looking for Stephen McMichaels on the out route, but needed about another half second for that play to develop.
Yeah, Pink Lisa right there once again with the deflection. As they are going 3rd and 10. I would like to see them stay in that 5 wide. I think it's worked for him a little bit, but let's see what this does for him as Lunar is going to go in motion. As Brown's going to drop back. He's going to look. Caught. That is Mossam King. And he is going to get in for the touchdown. Timothy Mossam King.
And Chris Brown had to throw that ball about a split second before he wanted to as the pressure was coming at him again. He throws it out to Mossam King about a half second too early, but he's able to turn around, catch it, and then actually got tackled into the end zone.
Now, it looks like, according to our sheet here, Eddie, that was actually Mossam. I wonder if that's Mossam King's first catch of the season.
Of the season?
Of the season, because it is showing no stats. For Timothy Mossam Kings. But if that's indeed the case, if your first catch is a touchdown, congratulations, young man.
Congratulations, young man, if that's the case.
As that is good, and that is indeed confirmed. It is correct. That is his first catch of the season. So congratulations to Timothy Mossam King as they're going to try for the onside kick here. And it looks like, and Vancouver
has it.
Vancouver was able to recover it after hitting off of a Maverick player. And it looked like, not sure if that was one of the backup corners or not, but coming right off the back of him. And Vancouver, once again, with the coming out here on offense. Eddie, do you smell a comeback?
Come on, Chad.
Hey, you never know.
Cam is back at headquarters saying #comeback.
As Brown's going to throw it, and that is caught. Killian getting to midfield. And, I mean, look at this. I mean, right now, this 4 wide here is working here for the Legion. Brown drops back. Pressure getting to him. He's going to look, and Killian, once again, he had that in his hands, but Tom Krieg with the big hit to knock it out.
He did, but that pass was a bit late, and the timing was off. Not sure why Christian didn't throw it to him a bit sooner.
Yeah, not sure on that either. As it is going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Legion. And they're going to go back to that 5 wide set once again. As Lunar is going to go in motion. As Brown drops back, looking, and he's going to fire it, and that is going to be incomplete. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, that ball should have been caught, but took his eyes off of it. I was thinking about that safety over the top.
And so that's going to bring up 3rd down here, just over a minute to go in this ball game, as they're trying to cross midfield into San Diego territory. Let's see if they're able to accomplish that. As Lunar is going to go in motion. As Brown drops back, looking towards that sideline, and he's going to just keep going to that target. Brett Killian making all the catches tonight for him. That's
one place San Diego have to clean up defensively, because I'm sure other teams are going to target that too.
Brown looking down the sideline. That is caught once again. Brett Killian with the one-handed grab. As they're going to go no huddle. Clock is still ticking, and Brown's going to spike his 2nd down.
2nd down, stops the clock. Christian Brown trying to put up his 2nd TD of the night. In the second half, as a team, they've played a lot better than the first half.
Oh, 100%. It's night and day from first half compared to the second half. As you are going to see that 4 wide set here once again. 2nd and 10. They are going to bring pressure up the middle. Brown's going to look and finds his target. That is inside the 10. That is Chris Curtis to the 8-yard line, 7-yard line. 1st down, Vancouver. Staying in that same formation, Brown's going to spike. 35 seconds left, Eddie.
35 seconds left, 2nd and goal. Stopping the clock. Trying to preserve time and prove Cam right.
Second and goal here. 4 wide set. They actually bring out the running back this time. As Vancouver drops back, and he's looking and almost had Killian right there, but Krieg once again breaking it up.
That would have been a circus catch because he had to actually get down low to try to grab it. Meanwhile, taking a beating from Krieg in the process. Look at Provado still saying hi to his mom. He scored that touchdown about 2 hours ago.
I mean, he had enough camera time tonight, I think, as it is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you think he's waving to his mom, or is he waving to all the San Diego ladies tonight?
He's probably waving to his agent.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, make sure my contract is right next season.
3rd and goal.
Blitz.
And out of the gun, Brown looking, finds his target. That's McMichaels, the tight end. A touchdown for Vancouver.
And that's the best job Vancouver's offensive line has done all night, picking up the blitz. They did so, gave Christian a clean pocket, and he had plenty of time to make the right decision and find his target in the end zone for a touchdown.
And I do want to point out here with Vancouver's offense, I mean, it's looked good right here in this 4th quarter so far. Brett Killian tonight, 12 catches for 226 yards, Eddie. Very great game here by Brett Killian in this effort.
He's begging Damon Simeon to retire so he can catch up to him.
Do you think anybody's going to catch up to Damon Simeon?
Not as long as he stays in the game, he won't.
He's going to be out there doing out routes with a walker. I mean, really.
That's going to be me trying to get a pick 6 on a walker if I can ever get one.
Oh, man. What would happen? What would happen first? Damon retires or you get a pick 6?
Damon retiring, because I don't think I'm ever going to get one.
Poor guy. You got to have faith, right? Isn't that what George Michael said?
Damon has talked about retiring and coming back as a running back. But we'll see.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I'm getting ragged over there at SFL headquarters, Chad.
Oh, I'm sure you are. As it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 40, as they're just going to take the knee here to close this out. And, I mean, what else can we say, Eddie? I mean, this was just an all-around amazing performance by the San Diego Mavericks tonight.
Particularly, I'd like to commend Mike O'Neill's offense. He saw some stuff on film that Vancouver liked to do, and he took advantage of it by spreading the defense out wide time and time again, particularly in the first half, and made them pay for it. The offensive line held up well and allowed them time to get those passes out, despite the fact that Vancouver was blitzing, whether it been up the A gap or out wide, and they made them pay for it. Great job by that coaching staff.
Yep, great job indeed. Let's just kind of break down a little bit what they've done. McWaffle, 24 carries for 108 yards and a touchdown. Mateo Provado, the player of the game. I mean, clearly, 14 carries for 101 yards, 5 touchdowns, 3 catches for 138 yards, and a tutty as well. Johnny Pickler looking fantastic tonight, 17 and 22, 343 yards.
5 turnovers and 31 points off those turnovers.
Wow.
That's the story of the game right there.
That's it right there. If you want to know what happened, that's it. That is the stat of the game here provided by the SFL. And, I mean, Mike O'Neill, I think, wanted to come out of that bye week, prove it a point. I think he did.
I think he did. I already saw a couple of messages in some side servers saying that, you know, people were talking about Mike O'Neill's job being on the line, but tonight he showed and proved and said, hey, don't count us out just yet. And when given the time, they had a bye last week, so they had plenty of time to prepare for this game. He got in the lab, put in work, and on offense and defense, San Diego showed up and showed out.
Look at Eddie with all the knowledge of the side servers. And with Vancouver,
I heard. I wouldn't know for sure. That's what I heard.
There you go. So, I mean, obviously, Vancouver's got to go back to the lab on this one. I mean, it is what it is. But props to Brett Killian, 226 points or 226 yards on 12 receptions. And with 20 seconds to go, Eddie, on the other side, Seattle 62, Denver 31.
Jeez.
Like, absolutely insane. So, once again, I want to thank Justin Reside, Zach Holdorf, and the Stats Truck. Thank you, Cameron Irvine, for all the work you do in the back end. For Eddie Gage, I know you're going to sign us off, Eddie, so go right on ahead, buddy.
Arizona, I love y'all, man. I'm enjoying this bye week, but, enough about me. This is about San Diego tonight. Great job. Congratulations to Seattle for claiming the Pacific and their win tonight. And just a great week of SFL action so far, despite Cam being displeased with all these blowouts. It's a great night of action regardless. Let's get up out of here, Chad. We out of here, y'all. Right. Peace.
Good night, everybody.